The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him because I lie down in a green pasture. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I that a part of I justness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno preparate a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with uno oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah krema we grumabe. How my house of Bolisa I don't know what it was simply a four. How what are you mo oh you wala dong. This is the Black Pot, aka KOKU, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be, because we are not. We have actually taken sides. The side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name? Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And then we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny. Right after that, we tease out the creme de la creme of all the ideas and use that for the development of our people. Yes, for our people. This is the Black Pot, the headquarters of the truth. We are the hometown of the truth. We are the headquarters of the truth. We are the foundation of the truth. We are the habitat of the truth. This is the jungle of the truth. This is the foundation of the truth. This is ultimately the truth. It's the Black Pot, aka KOKU, where we speak truth to power. We are called Black Empire Media, and we are the biggest when it comes to Pan-Africanism and patriotism online. By the kind courtesy of you, and you. This is where the truth lives. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on X, formerly called Twitter. Also on Instagram and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. This is the home of exclusives. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Oh, yes. Yes, this is the headquarters of the truth. And I'm so excited to be here. I apologize for the late start of the show. My brother, my sister, we have to do a lot of work behind the scenes. More stories were coming in. We have to keep them updated. You know, we never tell a story until it is full. Until we have, yes, the X factor is the Black Pot. Come here. Now, without much ado, my brother, my sister, today we have 5 very important stories to share with you. We have exclusive as well. Oh my God. And we have a couple of interviews we'll be sharing with you. Today the program is packed, is tight, tighter than a virgin. Make a date and don't be late. Please share the broadcast. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, hit on the subscription button. Right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Recommend us to family and friends. At the same time, share the broadcast. Oh, hit on the like button so many more people would be attracted to watch this. This is the foundation of the truth. This is the headquarters of the truth. And I'm most excited to be with you. At this point, let me just say thank you so much to our sponsors. Hey, turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori D'Oriente. Oh my God. Now, when we talk about Tesori D'Oriente, we're talking about that extraordinary shower gel that has gone beyond just a shower gel. And it gives you the smell of the Garden of Eden. It's Italian technology, coupled with African raw materials, giving you that premium quality, most affordable. Hey, pour a little bit of Tesori D'Oriente right in the middle of your palm. Shake the bath water. Watch how the rich foam. Oh, lattes. Let it nourish your skin. At the same time, let it repel every harmful insect that comes around you. Oh, that is the secret of my beautiful skin. Oh my God, it keeps you youthful and it keeps your skin very healthy. It comes in several fragrances. Remember, I said fragrances and not flavors because these are natural. Oh yes, we have the Ikigai, we have the Karma, we have the Forest Therapy, we have the Royal Oud, we also have the Persian Dream, and even more. I am so much in love with the Forest Therapy and the Royal Oud, the secret of my beautiful skin. Oh my God, are you attending an interview? You need Tesori D'Oriente. Smell like heaven. Hey, one shower after 48 hours later, oh my God, you still are smelling like the Garden of Eden. My God have mercy. Hey, is there a new chick in town you want to mesmerize? It is Tesori D'Oriente. Is there a new guy in town you want to show you at the area, mama? Go get Tesori D'Oriente. Which one is your most adorable, yes, fragrance? Let me know. It is proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. For bulk purchases and inquiries, please call 0244 772599. And this is Daddy Ash Limited, proud distributor of Tesori D'Oriente. Hey, Tesori D'Oriente is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, and it has a very long-lasting fragrance. Yes, oriental fragrance that lathers so well, and it goes the extra mile. 48 hours later, you are still smelling fresh and good. Tesori D'Oriente. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Blakk Pot. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. Not every insurance is an assurance. Some of it may try to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. That is why I keep telling you, you must hang on to your trustworthy partner when it comes to insurance. Now, what kind of insurance do you require? Is it a motor insurance policy? Hey, go get it from Millennium Insurance. Third party, comprehensive. Oh, or you want to insure your car against burglary, theft, fires, no problem. Hey, are you traveling outside the nation? You need the Millennium Travel Insurance. We'll take you in and bring you back safely. Hey, personal accident and group personal accident insurance 24/7, you are covered, including disability and death insurance for your family and employees. No problem at all. Visit our sales portal, yes, sales portal at sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. Can I take it again? Sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. And everything is everything. Our numbers are on the screen. We have offices dotted all over Ghana. Pick up the numbers and get in contact with your trustworthy partner. Hey, and everything is everything. And when disaster strikes, no problem. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, floods, fires, no problem. Hey, Millennium Insurance is your trustworthy partner. Ha, ha, ha. That is why I can smile and laugh today, because I'm totally insured by Millennium Insurance. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU ANYIDOHO, where we speak truth to power. Straight into action If you're ready to rumble, let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this, my youth. KOKU ANYIDOHO urges Mahama to sack these ministers. I agree with KOKU ANYIDOHO. He has said something that is very picturesque. Oh yes, very aesthetic. Who is this guy called KOKU ANYIDOHO? This is the guy. He is a former executive of the NDC. And in his days as an executive of the party, he was most untouchable. He was in the office of the president of the land, John Evans Fifi Mills, and he was his baby boy. He loved KOKU ANYIDOHO. He wrote very well. Oh yes, and he planned the meetings of the president. So affable. Hey, he was close to the jugular vein of the president, our very first president who died in office. Asumdwe. We all loved him as the president of the nation. And this was his poster kid. He loved KOKU so much. He drew him so close to him. And he gave him the wings to fly. He trusted him to the bone. This is KOKU ANYIDOHO. It was while he was in the office of the president that he probably stepped on so many different toes, knowingly or unknowingly, or even both. This is KOKU. He's a guy I love. He's brilliant. His father was a military officer, well decorated. My brother, my sister, even in retirement, his father was respected and honored all over Africa and beyond. General ANYIDOHO. This is the man I am talking about. Now, KOKU fell out with his party, the NDC, when he came headlong in a serious, devastating collision with John Dramani Mahama. He criticized him. In fact, he even inferred that the former president, then John Dramani Mahama, had a hand in the death of his boss and political mentor, John Evans Mills. My brother, my sister, it looked like he crossed carpets into the NPP, and the NPP started to feed him. My brother, my sister, and when a man feeds you, he automatically controls you. KOKU has been quiet. It's close to 2 years now since his party came into power. He has said it time and again that nobody can sack him. It doesn't look like anybody in the NDC is interested in sacking him. He's being relegated to the background. Seems to be enough for the party. And this probably is bringing some effervescence in the brains of KOKU ANYIDOHO. He's been asphyxiated in the corner that he finds himself. And he thinks that he must come out now and heave a sigh of relief and breathe some fresh air and get some things off his chest. KOKU ANYIDOHO. KOKU has been speaking of late. And this time around, it looks like he's coming back for his party by the ear. Maybe this time around by the nose. KOKU has spoken again. Remember, yesterday he spoke about a female MP and a deputy minister, Dorcas Toffee, and it came out that he had goofed. KOKU is still speaking. Has KOKU been waiting for a certain appointment slot that is taking so long to come? Is KOKU frustrated as many people in the NDC think? Can KOKU ever keep quiet? It doesn't look like he's a man who will keep quiet over anything that is going bad. Sometimes he might goof, like all of us do. Other times he hits it right. And I believe that this time round, he has hit it very, very right. KOKU is calling for the heads of all the people who went for the bogus awards, my brother, my sister, organized by big events. My brother, my sister, and the president had to come out and say, you know what? anytime any such awards are coming up and any appointee is going to be awarded, let the presidency know, because these awards is nothing but bogus. My brother, my sister, it came out that people paid money. It came out that this is an award system that has no respect. All those who went to pick up the trophies actually picked up trash. My brother, my sister, and KOKU is angry about that. He has spoken. What has he said? He granted an interview to OKFM, and this was what he said. Let's listen to him. When we return, we have more. Watch this.
In the past 2 months, the optics, ni ayemi ehu ewa Bible. Kwame, enyefe. Party, emiji mroso, right from the presidency. And Adani, party government. Yenji me magana for who said you need to meet ye GNE. Abba, why? What is this? Then again, Kwame, straight to your question. Medium Hobrashim, Amayajma presidency pay. At all times, a brain na nia yede sebe what do you call it? Anybody who must get the credit should be the president. So why are appointees in a hurry to take credit? At all times and at all material times, I am president. Sabani year, I am president. Sabani year, I am president. So what is this business about appointees being in a hurry to take credit for what? And they are talking about my president. I'm a president. I'm a Mawe Juma. And credit ben I will take it. Now we share release now Secretary of President by paragraph 3. Or say public service is a solemn responsibility. The Yamao Ejuma say yes. Nebo mano. Eya hubrasi ejuma ena yenyina ewo say yes. Kwame, I'm sad. But I thank Dr. Kwesa White that he has been bold to come out. And Dr. Kwesa White and back out. And Gaye Huni Ekoso. So Kwame, I can't believe it. Sikana Mutia for one table. Public latrine in ABC. Ghana, at a point in time, in fact, as we speak now, open implication, Sesebe, Yeja Yenai, Ewa Bontenso, is very, very high. Now, minister, appointee, Eko Chiasika.
Gogwe, Manu so, dear Pasa White, Yabeke, Siegina dear. Ekeze obia ye man award bi atweska e bi enso anya sa obi die no ye free.
Kwame, is it possible?
Yes, Mo.
Is it possible? You have to go and pay and get a table. You have to pay and get a certain award. Because honestly speaking, Kwame, one more almost a more award. Ejuma ben potino moye.
But utie ye mame Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Obiniwa Okulu sanitation flooding where hu adwuma na nsan baby kura dan sisi in waterways ni nyina no oh mame ne hye Wellington boots wo dwiri ni nyina tugu Waba ye no chieftaincy disputes ni nyina no okeka ni nyina akonya nya odia we na ne dia ni ni okumkom dia wo so tena ho wo dia no ewa ha area ni nyina wo so waye
Kwame, fine. Oh boy, Juma. Good. But to the extent that Uko Chiaka, Amaya Mawa, and you know, since Person White bar out of the cars as any, Oma Mudia warning you now, Omutaba Jabe deny. So it means that they know that it's true. Kwame, it means that they know that it is true. They paid for the award. Because Person White Casa Deben Friday and then Monday. Omumu bia into me bar bonding and then Casa no crest.
This is KOKU ANYIDOHO, and he spoke in Twi. All he tried to tell us, all credit must go to the president, the first gentleman of the nation. It's like in the army. It's like in the police. The commander takes all the credits, and he would now come to his boys and give them the credit. That is the discipline. Any member of the army or the police that is so interested in taking personal accolade is not a team player. Can I repeat that? In the army, the commanders are those that take the credit. You know why? When they fail, is the commanders. They blame. Recently, look at what happened with the Blakk Maria. It was the commander who was sacrificed. Though he probably was not directly involved in whatever caused his expulsion from the Blakk Maria or the dissolution of the Blakk Maria group. So it is a discipline that has to be focused, laser beamed to the presidency. When the Mahama government fails, hardly are appointees blamed. Maybe a blanket statement, but individualized, it's normally not done. They say the government of John Dramani Mahama or Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo failed. The appointees take a walk in the park. Nobody really cares about them unless they are extraordinarily bad. That is what KOKU is saying. And for me, it may make sense. Some say he's crazy. Some say, oh, his elevator is not reaching up upstairs. My brother, my sister, if the elevator is not going to the top floor, he has made sense at least for once. This was the guy in charge of writing almost all the speeches. One of the best presidents we ever had in this nation. Read out to the public. There was never any controversy about piracy and plagiarism, unlike what we had in the days of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This is KOKU. Yes, sometimes he goes overboard. But it tells us that the appointees are so much in a hurry to grab personal accolades. And this one takes attention away from the presidency. Can I cover it with a wet blanket and look at the next thing? Now, let's zero in on the people who are also in a hurry to kick out the president and become presidents. That is one of the biggest problems in the John Dramani Mahama government right now. There are people who are running left, right, and center on thank you tours, bogus thank you tours, and so on and so forth. And everybody knows that they have presidential ambitions. They have a head start far ahead of the other people before even the official nominations are out. That is cheating or taking advantage of a situation. Hey, what KOKU has said, we have to take that very seriously, my brother. He could be crazy. He could be dementia. But my brother, my sister, even a clock that is not working, twice in a day, it tells the right time. Think about it. A clock that has its hands, the minute hand, the hour hand, and the second hand all stuck at one point, not working, twice in a day, that clock reaches the right time. Why are appointees so much in a hurry to grab accolades? The president is doing everything he can to bring all of you together to be focused. But you are looking for spoils of war. Remember I told you the story of the battle that the prophet of Islam fought. My brother, my sister. And what happened? When the Muslims thought that they had won the battle, what did they do? They all ran down as the enemy was running away to pick up spoils of war, booty. When the enemy turned round and saw that the Muslims had left their vantage points on the hills and the mountains, coming for spoils of war, they went around the mountains and took all those vantage points and started to attack the Muslims from there. Bin Walid, my brother, my sister, was the chief commander of the army. He probably watched and told himself that, wow, how could my people behave like this? The Muslims lost the war. Those of you who know some Islamic history, the Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud, Battle of Handak, they were all unique wars in the history of Islam. We must take lessons from that. I am sad that ministers of state, CEOs, and other appointees would stoop too low and go for these bogus awards and pay money so that they will clap for them. Who are you impressing? Who are you in a hurry to impress? Some of them don't even go to the office. Some of them, since they were appointed, have achieved absolutely nothing. Some of them, whilst they were receiving the plague, there was flooding in their areas. KOKU says, if he was the president, all these people would be sacked. But he's not the president. He's careful what he's saying, because one time he was almost put in there for treason. Do we all remember? At this point, my brother, I need all of us to meditate on this. KOKU could be annoying. KOKU could be frustrated. KOKU could be angry. But let us be very careful. Let's focus on the presidency. If there are any awards like Kufuor did, let that award ceremony be done by the presidency, the state, where some ministers of state and other appointees can have that stick-like thing, that baton with the Ghana flag on, and be appreciated in a more splendid way than that bogusness that happened at the so-called excellence, whatever trash awards. You stooped low. You are cheap. All those who paid. Did you look at the background of the awards? What is the credibility of the organizers of the awards? Did you check all that? You went like chicken and picked up some awards that you can't even parade right now because you are ashamed. Those bogus bits of art are going to now be trash in your house. You must find a way to get Zoom Lion in your homes, to get all these things trashed. Come here. Where's KOKU? Bring him here. Now, KOKU, with all respect, I love a man who speaks, especially a man who speaks with common sense. I'm impressed with what you have said, that all attention must be on the presidency. If the president was not voted in, there would not be appointees. If the government fails, the blame goes to the president. Therefore, Everybody appointed must put the hand to the wheel, shoulder to the wheel, and make sure that the wheels of development keep what? Grinding. No personal accolades, no personal glories. Just work in a team. At the end of the day, when the president succeeds, anybody, even if it's a monkey that is picked up from the NDC, would win the next election. True? Let Mahama succeed. Even if you put a caricature with no head, Ghanaians will still vote. They are not voting because of the caricature. They are voting because of the milestone that the party has achieved. But we are all so much in a hurry for personal glory. Some are going around on thank you tours, and we are told that they are just preparing themselves for the presidency. Some are already engaged in cliquism. Oh, this is my clique. These are the people I'm supporting. Mahama is supporting that. Mahama is supporting that. As if we are in a hurry to go back into opposition. I'm glad Mahama is beginning to crack the whip, though too diplomatically. For the first time, if some people had had the whip cracked harder on their backs, we would all concentrate and focus on the work that we've been given to by the presidency and direct all accolades to the president. Look at Okudzeto Blakk. I don't know if he was at the wars. I don't know. When the man is being asked questions in the media, interviews, he starts by giving credit to the president. Yes, the government of John Dramani Mahama, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Mr. Minister, what do you think about what is happening in South Africa? Ghanaians are being beaten left, right, and center. So yes, well, the government of John Dramani Mahama has said that no Ghanaian should be left in the cold. You see how he goes about it. It's like Jesus Christ, when they wanted to make him a king, what did he do? He ran away. Remember the story of Julius Caesar. They wanted to make him king. He said no. He didn't want it. He was directing all the energy to the work. That is how we have to work. Don't be too much in a hurry to be glorified. Glory will come when it will come. At its own time. Just put in the work. Thank you so much, KOKU. You made sense. And I thought that I should give you a pat on the shoulder and to tell you that don't ever stop speaking. Better still, find a way to make peace with your own party. No matter how much your father offends you, you cannot replace him. Your father is always your father. You can't be angry forever. It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Mahama to set SEDINA TAMAKLOE free. TITUS-GLOVER leaks secret. How many of us know this gentleman here called TITUS-GLOVER? Do you know him? He was the Greater Accra Regional Minister. He also became the CEO, my brother, my sister, of no other place but our aluminium smelting factory, Valco. This blue suit wearing, blue eyeglass wearing TITUS-GLOVER is an interesting personality. My brother, my sister, he has spoken and it's all over in the news. Yes, it's all over in the news. Ghana Web has published what he has said. TITUS-GLOVER predicts presidential pardon for SEDINA TAMAKLOE. Dash it away. The former Greater Accra Regional Minister. My brother, my sister, he's a politician. He has achieved quite much. Many people know him. But what is this man really saying? TITUS-GLOVER. How many of us know this lady called SEDINA TAMAKLOE? Do you know her? She came into the country a few hours ago on extradition from America. A huge she thief. My brother, my sister, who had no regard for the nation, but for her personal self. A thief like that. In my days, women never stole anything. And this woman seemed to be okay until she got an appointment to be the CEO of the NYA, National Youth Authority, by the Mahama government. Right after that, she became the boss of Mass Lock. And it's all about small loans to help Ghanaians come up. Small loans. My brother, my sister, and we were told by the courts as she was convicted that money that was even supposed to go to women in the market who had their shops burnt down because of some market fires. She denied them of the money, lied that she had paid them the money, pocketed the money, and in some cases, she even gave some money out as personal loans to some people and took interest. This she thief, who has no respect for our nation, the nation gave her a lot of trust and put her in a responsible position. Little did we know that she was the wife of Ali Baba with his 40 thieves. She stole a lot of money. My brother, my sister, millions of Ghana cedis. And we broke down everything in a dossier for you. Sedina Tamakloe. My brother, my sister, she went to court and she saw how the case was going. She knew that she was going to lose. She said she was sick and begged, technical term, prayed the court to allow her to go out there to seek medical attention. Human rights. The court said yes. Oh, she's a woman, she's a lady. She will return and face justice. No, it was an opportunity for her to abscond. She became a fugitive. Ran into America, hiding in different states. When her party, headed by John Dramani Mahama, came back into power, they tried to talk her into coming, but she kept embarrassing the government and making the government look bad in the eyes of the foreign world and the diplomatic world. She will not come. She will not have justice in this country. Look at this thief. Some useless thief. My brother, my sister, until the nation spent a lot of the taxpayers' money running after this thief to bring this thief back to Ghana to face justice. You are not better than the Atayis who are in jail. You are not better than all the thieves in jail. She's lucky Agrada is no more in jail. I would have personally sponsored Supi for her and Agrada. I am angry. I am angry, my brother. Look at the suffering of the average Ghanaian. Hospitals have no beds. You have the opportunity. You studied abroad. You came back as a pharmacist. You did so well. The moment you got into politics, the sickness, the demon of Ghanaian politics entered her and she started stealing with both hands. Not allegedly. She started stealing according to the courts. This is the woman we are talking about. We spent millions to go after her until she was caught by the U.S. Marshals in Texas. She went to court. She was still fighting her case to stay in America. And we ended up having her back. Very soon, foolish Ghanaians are going to go on social media, hold placards. We stand with Sedina. We stand with Sedina. You don't need to be a prophet to know how stupid some Ghanaians are. Watch it soon. We stand with Sedina. The witch hunting must stop. Free Sedina Tamakloe Ationu. This is what they are going to be saying. Those who benefited a bit from the stolen money, they will come and join hands with her. I am glad. The update is this. She has been given to the prison service. They are preparing her to start her journey of 10 years in jail. But there's one man by name TITUS-GLOVER who believes that this is all a charade and that he is not a prophet, but he's prophesying that this woman will not even spend up to 2 years in jail. She would have presidential pardon from John Dramani Mahama. I chased him up for a comment and he gave me one. Watch this.
Yes, I did say this because I'm coming on the grounds of the fact that when the NDC assumed office on the 7th of January 2025, all pending cases against their members, i.e. Dr. Punin, Dr. Unibank, the former finance minister, what is his name? I've forgotten his name. Can you help me? The former finance minister and Professor Mills. There are a couple of their members that have been, their cases have been discontinued where Nolly Prosecutor was filed to allow them to go scot-free. So it is on that basis that I foresee that SEDINA will not serve a full term in prison whenever she starts. So it was based on that grounds that I did indicate that, look, she can go and serve, but frankly, she's not going to last in prison. That's why I said so. If indeed the president wants to fulfill the rule of law, the 10 years maximum, she has between 7 to 8 years that she can serve. But where under 2 years, under 3 years, and she's given the presidential pardon, then that would be a very bad precedent to me. That was the basis for saying so. Blakk.
Interesting. Would you be surprised if she doesn't get any presidential pardon?
It's in the bosom of His Excellency the President. He has the prerogative to pardon or not to pardon. If she served the full term 10 years, and technically it's not going to be 10 years, between 7.5 maximum. So if she doesn't get the full term, then that's it. But where I sit and looking at the trajectory of these Nolly Prosecutor that was filed against NDC sympathizers, i.e. Dr. Punin and others, where the case has been discontinued, I foresee that she will not serve a full term. Yeah, but if she does, then bingo.
What do you say to people who think that there was some witch hunt by your government? That's why she's where she is now.
Blakk, you are an investigative journalist. You were in this country when SEDINA was given. She was the CEO of Maslow. And we all witnessed the inferno capital market where these traders who went through this ordeal, the government of their time supported them so that they can have something to start life afresh. Unfortunately, the CEO herself, if it had been a support, would have said, oh, fine, that but the whole team of this organization made sure she committed it. It's not which team. Money that is meant for traders of Katamanta market that got bent, that was to be given to them to start life afresh, and it ended up in their pocket. She had opportunity to be tried, only to seek permission of the court to seek medical attention and went and never came back. But the
Honorable TITUS-GLOVER, my brother, all he's saying is that since the NDC came into power, some Noli Prosokai, some animal called Noli Prosokai, has been swallowing and devouring cases. Dr. Dufour's case, former finance minister, Noli Prosokai, devoured it. Opuni, Noli Prosokai, swallowed it. Said Wagongo, Noli Prosokai, swallowed it. Or was it the courts that set them free? That's the point he's trying to make. And for him, he has no faith in this government following up on the prosecution of SEDINA TAMAKLOE. My brother, where there is a precedence, there is a decadence. My brother, my sister, the precedence of setting alleged criminals free, there is the decadence of justice, prima facie. Let's get more serious. I am worried about how people who, when in opposition, continue to say, oh, there is rot, this person is stealing, that person is stealing. Yet when they come into power, they are hardly able to prosecute those people. They are just too excited to be in power. It's their time to steal too. So when the government decides to come into power and does everything possible to pick up alleged criminals, I think that it is worth applauding. Unfortunately, should they get out of power, their own clique would come and free them, unleashing the animal called Noli Prosokai to devour those cases. The nation loses. We all remember the Muntie guys. Mahama was warned. Mahama, this is a dicey issue. Let the guys be there. They threaten judges, including a female judge. It's serious for our rule of law. Let them be in there. Mahama, don't touch this case. The guys went in there. It was unfortunate. As a journalist myself, I don't want to be in their shoes. Unfortunately, that was where they found themselves. They went in there, and after some months, the president used his own veto power to pull them out of jail. And many Ghanaians were so unhappy. Many say it was one of the reasons Mahama lost the election. Would Mahama look back to the Muntie boys and learn a lesson? Or SEDINA TAMAKLOE would also have that wild animal called Noli Prosokai unleashed on her case, so that case can be gobbled, so that she walks free? Hey, the case is clear. She defied the president, defied the attorney general, defied the people of Ghana. We had to spend millions to chase her in America and get the U.S. Marshals to bundle her up like a sack of cassava at Bele and bring her all the way back by the nose to Ghana. This woman has no respect for our sovereignty. She deserves to go in there, and when she comes out after full length, my brother, she should go in again for making us chase her like a fugitive. If the president at that time wants to leave her, it's unto them. Wallahi, if this woman is given any presidential pardon, in 2 years or 3 years, and not at least after 5 years, I will be the lone person to be on the street and demonstrate. I will demonstrate against all these politicians who are helping these thieves to disrespect our country. Look what this woman did. The law courts, high court, is not called high for nothing. It's called high because it is high. Slapped her with all this. If anything at all, they could have gone for appeal. They didn't do it. So once she's here, if she wants to go to the appeal court, our ears are to the ground. We are listening and we are watching to see how it will go. But my brother, the way we treat this case is going to determine how the nation would go in our journey of freedom and justice as we keep proclaiming in our motto. We have to crack the whip. It doesn't matter who comes in line of action. It's a crossfire. Whoever gets caught, let them get caught. If you fall foul to the law, you have to be dealt with. It doesn't matter whether you wear a green or you wear a blue. The most important thing is that Ghana has no color. Ghana represents everybody. When you free your criminals, remember, those in opposition are getting ready to also come and free their criminals. Where would the country go? We, the citizens of Ghana, would fight for yet another independence. From where I sit, I don't see Mahama touching this case. Mahama, yes, he's very empathetic, very merciful, but she has disrespected our sovereignty so much so that we are not interested in this. Look at what happened to Chachuchi Kata. Kufuor threw him in jail. He stayed in jail until Kufuor himself, out of some form of embarrassment, came out to say, oh, good old lawyer, you can now walk. He looked Kufuor in the eye and said, get out of here. I will stay here and fight my case. I don't want any amnesty in my dossier. And he stayed, fought his case legally, and freed himself. So there's no criminality to his name. But this woman is a thief, as told to us by the courts. And TITUS-GLOVER is sounding the right warning. It doesn't matter which party he belongs to. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. He says there's a precedence. And where there is a precedence of this nature, prima facie, there is a decadence in our justice system. It's a black pot, aka KOKU. And here we speak. Where is she? Bring her here. Come here. Come here. My brother. Those who want to play the gender card are also waiting. Oh, she's a woman. She's a woman. She has 8 million children to take care of. Oh, she's even breastfeeding. Oh, she returned from America with a pregnancy. Hey, even if she's carrying 6 million babies in the stomach. Hey, create a beautiful hospital in prison to take care of her. Zero tolerance for criminality, decadence, thievery, and what have you, is the black pot. Enough is enough. Dash is the black pot, aka KOKU. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya, hey yo, hey, hey, wayo,
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot, KOKU show them.
It's the Black Pot, aka KOKU Shonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Now remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. We are called Black Empire Media. Recommend us to family and friends. Story number 3. Watch this, Dodo. Watch Ghanaian businessman attacked and robbed in South Africa. South Africans, unfortunately, continue to embarrass the spirit of Ubuntu with Didula and match for match, or is it match to match? I don't care what it is. Nkosi Kona, Fakela, and Jacinta are a disgrace to the spirit of Ubuntu. Now, Ghanaians in South Africa have been able to link up with me, and they keep giving me information every now and then. As we speak, a Ghanaian businessman by name Sabato, who lives in England, my brother, my sister, but he comes to South Africa time after time. He is a dreadlocked guy. He lives in England. Time after time, he comes to South Africa, where he also has businesses. And he has employed both Ghanaians and South Africans. My brother, my sister, when Ghanaians arrive in South Africa, especially in the area that this gentleman has his business, they look for him for employment. If he's not able to employ them, he finds a way to put them in other employments. His name is Sabato. This is the guy. My brother, my sister, this guy is well traveled. He's called Sabato. That's the popular name he's known for, right there in South Africa. He was in England, and then recently he decided to come and check his businesses. He has employed about 12 Ghanaians. Some South Africans have also been employed, 1 or 2. When Ghanaians are coming from Ghana to South Africa, normally this guy's number will be given to them. When you come and you can't get employment, look for this guy. My brother, my sister, I hear he has a salon business. He returned from England and he came to check his business in South Africa. And something interesting happened. Because of the so-called Operation Dudula, because of the so-called March to March by Jacinta and her group of xenophobes. And of course, that other guy who was recently rewarded with a car for terrorizing fellow Africans on the street, Nkosi Kona Fakela Mbadambandaba. That's his name. Nkosi Kona Fakela Mbadabandaba. It's a beautiful name. I love African names. Now, this guy arrives, and some South Africans that he has employed decided to go to the Operation Dudula people and tell them, this guy is making a lot of money. They are taking our jobs. Yes, they are taking our jobs. He's making so much money. We are sure he's not even paying tax. He goes to England, then he comes back here, he's employing Ghanaians. They will soon take over the whole place. They are taking our jobs. My brother, the police was alerted. And these guys called the Dudula, Operation Dudula, also alerted. And these South Africans pointed out all the locations of the Ghanaians employed by this guy because they've worked with them before. And they picked all 12, including him. Let me take you to the streets of South Africa. Let's see what happened. Run the video. Now see, this is a video taken from top. Look at the guy standing there with sticks. The Rasta man is going to appear there soon. Watch this. Now watch this. That's the Rasta man there. He's trying to explain to them, stop slapping me. I haven't done anything bad. See how they are dragging him. My brother, they are taking him up to his own room. Watch this. These are the so-called Operation Dudula people. They march him all the way to his room and force him to open the room or else they'll break down the whole place. That is them going there. You see that guy with that thing on the head? That's them. The so-called Operation Dudula. They get into the guy's place and ask him to open his safe where his money is. They outnumber him and inundate him. He dares not put up a fight. Already he's taking some slaps. My brother, my sister, open the safe. Where are the keys? They keep shouting at him and he brings out the safe. Where are the keys? Produce the keys. Then he pulls out the keys. And then they say, open it yourself. And then he puts the key in there. This guy is called Sabato. He's Ghanaian. He opens it and they see money in there. Somebody's trying to put his hand in there. And then he quickly closes it. Say, open it. This is not all the money you have. We know you have more. My brother, my sister, they took every penny from the guy's room. Arrested all other employees of this guy. Locked them up. You can see the South African police here. Alongside Operation Dudula. And look. The police becomes greedy. He takes the money. He smells it and tells himself, cool cash. My brother, this is what is happening to our brethren. And Sabato is standing there. Years of hard work. Look at the cash they are trying to take away from him. He's talking to them. I am legal here. I have all my papers. They tell him it's not about papers. My brother, my sister. And they took every single cash, penny they could find with him. Dash it away. They didn't end there. They went to some other places where they were told some so-called foreigners were hiding. Ghanaians, Zimbabweans, Malawians, and see what they did there. The same group of people, the so-called Operation Dudula, aided by the police of South Africa. Watch what they did. My brother, my sister, they decided to break windows, stand up and look into people's rooms to see if there was anything worthy of taking. This is Operation Dudula. This is the South African police aiding this injustice. My brother, my sister, we tried to get in contact with our brother Sabato, but there was no response from him. It's possible his phone has been seized, but he has posted something on social media. And he says, it is no more about papers. It is no longer about documents. It's all about theft and terror. He's been beaten terribly, and he has posted photographs of himself going through pain. My brother, my sister, photographs of himself going through pain. That's him. That's him. Look at the horror on his face. My brother, my sister, look at the money they took from him. And even more, with no mercy. The only reason is that he is a foreigner. And therefore, he has no business in the area. Look at the windows broken. My brother, my sister. And the gentleman has posted on his social media page, you know what? It's no longer about documents. It is no longer about illegality. It is all to do with gangsterism. As we talk, many more Ghanaians are sleeping in churches. In the cold. It is cold. Right now, as we speak in South Africa, many are going to be forced to jump on the streets of South Africa again because the flights have been overwhelmed. The Ghanaian people are doing everything possible. The government and the people of Ghana are doing everything possible to evacuate every single Ghanaian. And right now, even Ghanaians who were not prepared to come are running for their lives. Look how they are climbing up into people's windows and rooms. These are our own brothers, Zimbabweans, Kenyans, Ghanaians, Nigerians. They look in there to see if it's a rich place. Then they break into it, go into it, and steal whatever they can with the police there watching. Look, the sticks they are using to break up the place. My brother, my sister, it is an eyesore. The internet does not forget and will never forget this thing that they did against the spirit of Ubuntu. To our brothers in South Africa, we are looking forward to welcoming you home. And when you arrive home, it's a lesson for us to be patriotic. It's a lesson to us to stop stealing public funds like SEDINA TAMAKLOE, the she thief. It's a lesson to us to stop stealing street lights and cutting metals from just anywhere to sell to Chinese. Now you are all returning home. If we didn't help to keep it where it is, where would we be returning to? It's time to learn the spirit of patriotism. It's time to know that home is home. They say when you go out and there is danger, you look towards your house. The French have a saying, in fact, it's a Malian proverb. It says, and I quote, quand le feu gagne la bouche, tous les animaux courent vers la rivière. Can I say it again? Quand le feu gagne la bouche, tous les animaux courent vers la rivière. It says that when there is fire in the bush, all the animals run towards the river for obvious reasons. Because water and fire don't see eye to eye. If fire becomes your enemy, water becomes your friend. Hallelujah. Today there is fire in South Africa. You are running towards the water in Ghana. Please keep the rivers clean. Keep the sea clean. Respect your country. Be patriotic. We'll see you soon. It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU, where we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Watch this. I chose between school and money. Chairman WONTUMI tells it all. I came across a video in which Chairman WONTUMI spoke his mind. And I thought that it was worth propagating. At a very early age, he knew exactly what he wanted. Not education. Not academia. He wanted money. Who are we talking about? Chairman WONTUMI. Uncle Bosiakon. That's him. Hey! What I saw in that video and what I heard made me think twice. He attended the same school as Andy Dusty. Do we all remember Andy Dusty? Andy Dusty is a radio presenter. We worked together at Hits FM. We knew each other from long, from Kumasi. He's a very versatile DJ. He's one of the veterans. I like Andy Dusty. They both attended Prempeh College right there in Kumasi. Now you know who we are talking about. Bernard Entry Bosiakon is Chairman WONTUMI. What did he say? He spoke with Asempa. And he was a little sarcastic, but he drove home the message. Watch this.
Me wo JSS no. Ana na me wo JSS no. Ana na me di mate. Me wo primary na me to apetachi wasa for market. Ana me call Prempeh College nsusu no. Na ya makwan bia na me de me call Adek Atlas wo na makoto sikankuri. Second you know. Yeah. You know sikankuri. Yeah, the machete. Yes. Na na mako ahinsan na makoto ahwehwe. Enti me de kotogo. Enti me and the Dusty mo call classes a mo ko sua brofo no. Na me de me kwakoye adwuma na manya sika. Enti me duru Togo pa no sikankuri no. Your friend Agbacha. Timiduru Agbacha to de amsenene di kakuva derajima planam chese tsunamento. Ese sogava na maje. Enti yebe pon yebe bie school a me meba back. Na me wuska na di Dusty mono no manya brofo. Bana
You heard him? Live and colored. He chose between school and money. While some people were busily learning how to speak English language in school, he sarcastically put it like that. He knew he wasn't cut for school. Every vacation, he would go to Adek Atlas at the Kajetia market, top floor, and buy sikankuri, sharpened cutlass, or sharpened machete. Machete. My brother, my sister, and he will carry that all the way to Togo. And in Togo, dominated by the Ewes, where he went, they had a name for it. And he lent some Ewe that at least he could use for his marketing. He didn't need English. And right after that, he got his money, while some people got English language. This is Chairman Wontumi. One thing I like about Chairman Wontumi is that he doesn't hide from the fact that he was never cut for formal education. Of course, he had the money, but it is the same money that is taking him into incarceration. But at least he made up his mind. Unlike some of us who do not know what we really want in life. He started hustling. Sikankuri, machete. He would buy that from Ade Cutlass. The whole Ghana, Ade Cutlass was the top producer of machetes. He would buy that and take to Togo. He also sold kerosene and some other such things, whilst others were in school studying. He made the money. My brother, my sister, of course, his lack of education is making him make some decisions that even thoughtless won't take. But I admire the fact that at least he made a choice. Today, educated people who speak clean English follow him for their livelihoods. There was a time this uneducated guy would appear, and even the professors in his party will bow to him for food. And when I say food, I'm using it euphemistically. My brother, my sister, where he rose to in his party, professors who spoke Shakespearean, Elizabethan English never reached there. Does it mean education is not good? It is good, but it is the focus. Where do you want to go with your education? To join a political party that is only interested in hooligans and idiots who can only sit on radio and insult people? Of course, when you join those parties, you follow guys like this for your daily bread. But if you know that you are an academic, play with academics. Can I say it again? Elephants play with elephants. I have never seen lions play with monkeys. Have you? I have never seen fowls playing soccer with cockroaches. Have you? So if you are supposed to be a snake and you turn yourself into a frog, you will be eaten by your own original kind, snake. If you are a lion and you turn yourself into a monkey, you'll be eaten by people that you were supposed to be lions. I don't know how many people are following what I'm saying. But Chairman Wontumi made up his mind that it was money he wanted, and he would go after money. Right from the start, he was only going to school to pick up a few vibes. Maybe his father forced him in there, and he couldn't stop it. But what his interest was in was the cash, and he went all the way to Togo. No wonder he was allegedly involved in Galamsey all over the place, destroying the whole country, Nimri Forest, and all those areas, allegedly, in order to make money. He didn't care. All his mind spoke to him about money. People like Chairman Wontumi are very dangerous people. Come here. They are very dangerous people. You know why they are dangerous? They have no academics. They have no formal education. All they have is just money. So whatever they will do to make money, they will do. Because that is where their power is. In the political space where power is everything, they don't joke with the power they have. How many people are following? Your source of power, if it brings you so much following, would you joke with it? For him, he has no respect in the academia. He has no respect where common sense is being made. He only has respect where money is made. When Chairman Wontumi opens any gathering, he starts by talking about how many cars he has, how many women he has, and concubines, how much money he has made, sometimes even showing gold. It's psychological. All his life, he has been a low-minded guy whose only interest is in money. That is his source of power, his source of respect. Without money, he's nothing. Tell me if Chairman Wontumi would be anything without money. Can you think about that? When we have politicians like that, that all their life is centered around money, we are doomed. Hey, they will sacrifice everything, including you and I, for their money. That's where Chairman Wontumi is going. Or that's where he is. Destroy the environment to make his money. Even if it comes to sacrificing you to make money, which for him is everything. My brother, my sister, no wonder cked Japan tells you that there's no need to go to school. Cheddar was also playing down on education because they have seen the power of money. It's for you to think. Is money your source of power? So when you go to bed, you only think about money. When your money is running down, you are powerless. Where people are making common sense, they don't invite you. But where they need money, that is where they call you. You are doomed. To Chairman Wontumi, at least you made a choice. But if you would listen to me as your senior brother, your elder brother, strike a balance. Don't let your life be all about money, or else you are nothing. Bob Marley said something, and I'll end with that. He said, this man is so poor to the extent that all he has is just money. This man is so poor to the extent that all he has is just money. Is it paradoxical? Is it ironical? Can you think about this? This man is so poor that all he has is just money. Remember, the same Bob Marley was interviewed and he was asked if he was rich and that he was not a sufferer because at this point everybody knew he had money. You know the answer he gave? Simple. He said, money don't make you suffer and money don't make you don't suffer. That's what Bob said. And he ended up by asking the interviewer, how much money do you call rich? This is a philosophy people like Chairman Wontumi don't have the acumen to understand. They don't understand. For us, money is what makes people rich. But Bob Marley says, this guy is so poor that all he has is just money. Think about it, my brother. And this is for the youth. Where do you want to be? Even if you love your money, please get some education. The world is running around. Cryptocurrency is stepping in. Or else, can I end with this saying? The Ewe people have a saying that I like. The accounts also have it. This is a little vulgar, but it makes sense. They say, a beautiful woman who only has beauty and no common sense, it is her toto that will suffer. Can I say it again? Oba ahonfe a onim nyansa no na yase na bebre. Nyano viare jakpata beda view monye eko. Take your time. Your time will come. Just work hard, get education, broaden your mind. It is a global village. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. The Ewe people will tell you, Agbe no heavy, Agba fumato. It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey ya, hey yo, kai, shade, wayo,
Blakk Pot, KOKU show them.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU. And here we speak truth to power. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors. Oh my God. We love you. We thank you for giving us value. And thank you so much to you for subscribing to the channel, spreading the word, liking the show every time we are on, and recommending us to everybody. Hey, please take your time. Turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Again, hey, not every insurance is an assurance. Some of it may try to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. That is why Millennium Insurance is your trustworthy partner. Oh yes, for insurance, think Millennium Insurance. It's a Blakk Pot, aka KOKU. And here we speak truth to power. Final story, story number 5. Watch this. Dodombanza, Shege, and Boruba. Did soldiers crack down minority MPs amidst threats of sack at Afari hospital? It's all over in the news. Ghana Web put it out. My Joy Online put it out. So many other sites put it out that the military cracked down, my brother, my sister, on some minority MPs who were on a tour of the Ashanti region where health officials and personnel are on strike. My brother, my sister. And they decided to go to the Afari hospital. And when they got there, the military decided to stop them. The military decided to crack the whip on them. There was even a security woman there who was crying tears because she allegedly allowed the minority MPs in parliament to have access to the hospital that has been abandoned in one way or the other. And for that matter, the DCE decided that she would be sacked. In fact, she's been fired. I want to take you through the video. Let us listen to all the shenanigans. And when we return, we'll tell you the truth. Watch this.
Esimo obi enwurem ana ampadifo awurem ti so ba Afari hospital there skeletal man dey ndo say omo nyina honorable Buama abetretin wo mo say omadwuma abo wo mo. The question is ono na for omadwuma na and I said yes. Yes.
DC, you know, DC about the Hunahuna. MC 7. Yes. The MC has come.
Uncle Paul. Who gave the authority? Okay, closer.
They're not working for anybody. When NDC was coming and they go to sites, they asked permission. DC asked permission. We are doing it for Ghana, not us. Officer, we are not doing it for yellow.
Madam, the Indian inquiry.
NDP was the NDC anyway. The NDC anyway.
Police station.
Now, the gentleman wearing the cap was my mate at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. As first years, he was our chief. We used to call him the Zongo chief. He's a free AU, honorable member of parliament. He was the one asking the military officer, one military officer, when NPP was in power, did NDC need any permission to visit any hospital? He was the one asking that. And you saw a young woman there crying that the MCE or the DCE, whoever it is, threatened that she was fired because she allowed the minority MPs to go in there. We also saw Poliando right there and some other members of the NPP. In fact, they had gone there on a tour of the Ashanti region where some doctors are on strike because of something that happened at the Okonfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. And we'll find time and go deeper into it when we have a better and a clearer understanding. This is a free year youth. My brother, my sister, and he is a medical doctor himself. Well, having seen this, I tried to get in contact with a free year youth, honorable member of parliament, to talk to and find out. Because it was all over that they have been attacked by the military. And when you watch here, there's only one military officer. He spoke to us. But first and foremost, which kind of hospital is this? It is called officially the Afari Military Hospital. It's supposed to be the second largest hospital in Ghana after 37 military hospitals. That is why the military is there. It's a military property. So when you see soldiers there, It's not like cockroaches have all of a sudden found themselves in a meeting of fowls. Nah, that's their rightful place. My brother, do you know how much money has been spent on this hospital? Do you know how much is left to finish this hospital? Look at the hospital. Yet it's been left to rot. This hospital was put up by the NPP administration. Look at how it has overgrown with grass. I'm sure there are snakes in there on a spree of doggy style. My brother, my sister, they have left this place to the vagaries of the weather. And a free year, Ayu has told us why they are angry that this thing has not been open to the public yet. I decided to go into it and find out how much money has been spent on this and how much is left to finish this. You will be shocked what it is. How much the NPP spent on this. Come here. Run the dossier and watch this. The Afari Military Hospital is a stalled 500-bed mega facility in the Echima Huabiaja district of the Ashanti region. Though constructed to become the second largest military hospital in Africa, the whole of Africa. The heavily funded project sits abandoned, missing multiple commissioning deadlines and political, financial, and logistical controversies. Now watch this. It's supposed to have a capacity of 500 beds located in Afari. It's not too far away from Kawie, the Ashanti region. Now the expansive site includes 15 operating theaters, 9 delivery rooms for our beautiful women and babies, 2 endoscopy suites, a 153 body mortuary, and a medical gas production plant, and its own helipad. Jesus have mercy. It's built to act as a major referral and treatment center for military personnel in the northern and central sectors, as well as to drastically relieve pressure on the overwhelmed Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital. Now, first proposed around 2008 and officially started in March 2014. The project missed several completion deadlines, including late 2018 and subsequent dates in 2024 and 2025. Long delays have left the completed structures and installed equipment exposed to harsh weather. Building materials like cement have spoiled, and the grounds have become heavily overgrown with weeds. As you saw, the hospital has become a focal point of partisan debate, with politicians and citizens expressing outrage over billions of cedis sitting idle while civilians struggle with healthcare access in the Ashanti region. Now there were tensions. Can I take you into how much was spent on the hospital? Flip. Watch this. An estimated $2 billion. Ghanaians, do you remember how much we went to the IMF and the World Bank for? That Ken Oforiatta and his bunch of vagabonds toyed with and gave our elderly men and women unprofessional haircuts in the so-called animal called the DDEP. 3 billion. We have already spent 2 billion American dollars on the Afari Military Hospital. We are left with only 200 million Ghana cedis. One politician can pay for that. That's an equivalent of 14 million. Ibrahim Mahama can pay. He's not a politician. He can pay for it. Dangote can be talked to provide this money with ease. We are left with just 14 million to finish everything. Everything is done. My brother, my sister, the hospital is currently considered about 92% complete, but a variety of financial, administrative, and political bottlenecks have dragged out the project for over a decade. For 10 years, it's been sitting down. And mosquitoes, cockroaches, lizards are playing football inside that hospital. Dash it away. This is the hospital we are talking about. It's supposed to be the second biggest in the whole of Africa. Military hospital. I spoke with a free AU. Were they attacked? Did the military stop them from going in there? What did they go in there for? Let's listen to him, and when we return, we close the show. Watch this.
Okay, so, we went to Ashanti region because of this strike action that occurred in the Confederate Teaching Hospital. Of course, we had to call, minority region, the popular call for them to call up the strikes. If you had followed our release, we were keen about what happened, and we realized that when it came to rule, they would have admitted, and the beds were full, but they work out of rule. That is morality applied. So they admitted cases on the floor, and getting to about 67 patients to a center that could take about 34 was one too many, but was okay by virtue of what we call appropriate technology, or trying to get people to adapt to the situation. Again, in as much as we disagree with the suspension of the CEO and also blaming the health workers for that issue, we also call for them to go back, because life lost is irreplaceable. Nonetheless, we thought we should also get into Ashanti region to find out what else could ease the very heavy traffic to Minority Teaching Hospital. And there came the need for us to visit Afari Hospital, Trade Hospital, which is Agenda 111, and also go to the hospital, which is supposed to be the regional hospital for Ashanti region. So basically, with this top of it, they draw government attention for that. They need to complete those hospitals, which are actually almost completed, if not completed. Just open it for people to use. So we went there to just draw attention and remind the president that indeed he said in February 2024 on his Facebook page that he would want to complete all health projects before he would initiate new one. However, he's initiated new ones in the new regions, Savannah, again, OT, and then Sefi. But the question is, what is good for the goose equally good for the gander? Why are we abandoning the Ashanti Regional Hospital, which has to be completed? Over 90% of the funds has been paid, left about 10%. So where are we? That's exactly why we went to visit those hospitals.
And when you went there, what did you see?
I mean, really, the buildings were completed, painted, all fittings in, equipment in. You would see that there will be dispute. Dispute normally will be handover of a facility. You don't want to play saints here, because historically the MPP itself had found itself in one Afari, or the protracted disputes between Eurojet. The owner of Eurojet is now is Alhaji Said, who owns the refinery and also is doing business with Gold Board. So basically the point is that he thought that they should pay him 36 million, but the government had to renegotiate several months for him to agree to about $80 million instead of $36 million. So that was around, I think, 2024, September, October, thereabout. So that alone, that negotiation took several months to, yes, because of the disagreement. Disputes when it goes to court becomes more over several years, but they probably did alternative dispute resolution to have come to that point. However, the contractor has not gone to site, and I should think it's because of allocation of resources. If he's able to get that resources, then indeed he can put the MRI in. Then indeed he can complete the roads within the structure. And then we can use, because everything is there. Everything is there. Everything. Bungalows, everything is made. Everything is set. The bungalows have TVs, beds, everything is set in that hospital. If indeed they want to even use it for outpatient basis, just like a clinic, they can use it even if they want to use it from tomorrow. It will create jobs for the teeming youth, who are just there expecting jobs. It will definitely save lives. And it's just one of the kind that we've drawn attention to His Excellency. And that place has to be opened. Yeah.
Right. How much more is needed to complete this and put it to full use?
Yes, right. If you go to Afari, it's about 200 million. 2 billion has been paid. It's about 200 million left. If you go to Seria Regional Hospital, it's about 10 million dollars also left. It's a 60, I think to be corrected, 63 or 67 million dollars project. So the over 80 to 90% has been paid. And there again, it's a matter of payment and prioritizing the health needs of the here. Yeah.
Right. Finally, we were told that some military people tried to stop you from going in there. What's the truth? What really happened?
Yeah, Blakk. I think really much. Like I said in the sister station at Sempa, I think the military guy acted rationally. You understand? Because the community led us there. And this is more got to do with citizens' reaction. So he acted rationally to me to say that, can you get permission from the military authorities? But in the wake of this death and these closures of hospitals in Kumasi and the Buhaha, I mean, rightfully so, the alternative means to which you want to demonstrate to bring attention to the issue. But the security coordinators came in and then they allowed the process. And then they had to check up on us and say, we are, to be sure that everything is fine. Like I said, I'm not politicizing this issue. And I think the reception later with the security coordinator, deputy security coordinator, was one which is okay. So I think the military guy, for me, I think he acted rationally. But hey, the security coordinator and the security system in the Central region were accommodating, and they understood what we had to do and why we were doing that. Yeah.
We're also told there was a threat to sack a security person there. Do you have information?
Yes. He's the one who was weeping, and told at the airport that they've been asked to leave. I'm told that the DC MC is the one who came there and told them that they need to come get us out or they'll be fired. So we came outside just to meet the DC, only for us to meet the military guy who came to us and said that we will need permission. And basically I was telling him that, man, we've done with what we have to do. We have come to see the DC over here, who is the DISEC security coordinator. So, but unfortunately, he has left. The other issue is that I wanted to find out.
Honorable Nana Ayu Efriye. He said military did not stop him. No military stopped them. In fact, for him, the military man, one man, acted rationally. He said this is a facility that is controlled by the military. You can't just get up and walk in there. You need to at least alert us. But they had already gone in there because there was a weak security woman at the gate who didn't do due diligence and allowed them to walk in to a military facility like that. That was how come she was weeping, because she had broken protocol. My brother, my sister, you see, food, shelter, clothing have no politics. What we eat, what we drink, what we wear, healthcare, you can't do politics with those. What is holding the Afari military hospital? Degrees of the weather destroys so many different things. So we would end up paying another 50 million when we should be paying just 14 million to finish it up. Mr. President, please look at it and let's sort it out. Health Minister Akando, I'm going to have a conversation with him, and then we'll find out why the hospital is still sitting there when new ones are being opened and this one is not completed, when it's almost done. Any which way. To the military, thank you so much. We appreciate you for the love, and we thank you so much for bringing this to the knowledge of the media, that this hospital, when finished, the 8% left, it will be the second biggest military hospital in the whole of Africa. History is in the making. It's the Blakk Port, aka KOKU, and here we speak truth to power. Okay? Time now to take your messages, and we are done for the day. Remember, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. If you have a story you want us to follow up on, we are more than just excited to do that. Okay? All right. Let's see. Ben Azu says it's time. Sedu Isaka says greetings from Tokyo. 3:45 Thursday morning in Tokyo. And he's watching. Thank you so much, my brother. Salute of patriotism. Nana Ogum Powers says, my greetings to spiritual president Nana Obidia, but more fire. Maxwell Kokruko Komla says, Black Rasta, I can't wait to listen to you. Thank you so much. Kojo Tablet says, more fire. I know Kojo Tablet. All the way in South Africa. How are you doing, Kojo Tablet? And then we have Vincent Kingsford Beidou. Says, good evening, my big brother Black Rasta and the entire team of Black Empire Media. I'm watching live from Bremen. Oh, Bremen. Bremen. This is Bremen, not Bremen. Bremen, right there in Germany. Thank you so much, Jason Stratz. Says, fire, yeah. Isa Jesus says, my humble greetings, Black Rasta. Keep your good work for your country, Ghana. We appreciate your good work, Black Rasta. Kingston David says, the only man that stands for the truth are the people. Thank you. Prince Sule says, good evening, Mr. Black. Watching you live inside Prince Fashion House in Wa. Keep up the good job, bro. Love you. More comments streaming in. And we have Osai Bedu. Says, come here. The Blakk Port, a.k.a. KOKU. Ronald Lawson says, good day in London. Big up London. Akana Yozura says, welcome, legendary Blakk, watching you. Con calma. Blakk, fire. Zion Genesis gives us a thumbs up. Henry Atia says, good evening to the good people of Bolgatanga. I love you all. And he says, fire, yeah. Rap Thunder says, truth to power. Our country or nothing. Legendary. I passed all my papers by the grace of hard work and your prayers the last time. I really appreciate you so much for all the teachings. God bless you. Rap Thunder, salute of patriotism and congratulations. Henry Atia says, for NPP, never again. We may consider them in 2050. Henry Atia continues, says, Blakk, forget of KOKU. His number 7 is not working at all. Ani Adonani says, good evening, Black Rasta. More fire. Samuel A.O. Sunday Adedekun says, well done, Blakk. I salute you. Emmanuel Ania says, I said this yesterday, and TITUS-GLOVER has confirmed it. I would be surprised if SEDINA gets freed after just 1 year in jail. I remember you said that. But Mr. President is here, and she has the chance to actually go for, a review, what we call an appeal. Okay? Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. Nathan says, welcome to the house with Black Rasta. I am watching from Japan. Bless you, Black Rasta. Love you. Raskaba says, assalamu alaikum, my big brother, Professor Black Rasta himself. More respect to you. And I pray that the Almighty Allah continues to protect and bless you. Amen. Inshallah. Henry Atia says, welcome, Blakk. I hope all is well with you. Ahmed Top Michael says, hey, our country or nothing. Notre pays ou rien. Raskaba says, long live the Blakk Port, a.k.a. KOKU. Watching you live from Spain, Barcelona. Henry Atia says, may the good Lord protect you from Mother Ghana, Blakk. Amen. And then there we also have the son of Garima. And he says, good evening, Black Rasta. How are you doing? Mark Romeo Fori says the future president Okujeto Ablakwa Nabi Bundikobu Zakaria says the firing patriot is with us. How blessed we are. Blakk the Rasta. Respect. Raselom says more fire from RSM City. Wote. And then we have Joshua Asiedu says nice. Azongore says Blakk, today is like you are reading a different document. The caption is different. Which caption? MCR, do we have a problem? Okay, no problem. Maybe you were looking at something else. Check it out, okay? Commander Melo says His Excellency President Mahama should not make a second mistake by granting a presidential pardon because appointing her previously brought out dirty clothes. Yes. More comments. We'll take 2 more and we are done for the day. Azongore says, Blakk, I am feeling so bad for JM. This was the same attitude that his minister did and sent them into opposition. As the president was busy working, they were also busy looting the country. I strongly support Anyidoho to sack those who paid for those useless awards. Agwava Wisdom says, so Blakk, you see how the world is? If after the whole of our shouting and our patriotic brouhaha, this woman should go free in terms of presidential pardon, where are we going? And who are you then? By the way, keep up your hard work. Aiko. So I believe and pray it doesn't happen. But if it does, we will hit the streets. Are you joining? Mauli Ricks Bagbo is laughing like a killer. Nana Chidomhene says, why didn't they convict them when they were in power? If truly Dr. Opuni, Dr. Kwabena Dufour, and Co are guilty. Well, I can tell you that it was still in court. My brother, my sister, still in court. Still in court. Yes, until the NDC came back into power. And of course, Ebenezer Ando says, Agwava Wisdom says, your vocabulary alone. Dash it away. Come here, watch this. Joshua, the Edom, says, then let's be serious to collect all the stolen monies with profits rather than she going to prison and come out with 2 years to enjoy the loot. Yes, that also makes sense. Pay all the money with interest and even more. That will give us more benefits than just going to jail. It makes sense. Ebenezer Amber says more fire. Commander Melo says she must serve a 10 years prison duty. This is not about being merciful. Wrong is wrong. Nana Chidomeni says she must rot in jail. She has disgraced the NDC party and contributed to their 2016 election defeat. Pandi Pamank says Mahama shouldn't make that mistake by freeing this woman. And he says we are watching. Edwin Ofoli Ahinakwa says, please don't waste your energy. The AG and Mahama will do what they know best to do. Well, we'll see. Well, at this point, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Blakk Pot, aka KOKU Show no more, where we speak truth to power. Remember, our numbers are still scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Your product will be the best on the show. International brand. This is where the truth has resided and taken us his home. Well, until we meet you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. God bless you. My name is Blakk Rasta. Hey yo! Hey ya! Hoyo!